Hello there, my beautiful Leos, and welcome to or back to your channel. This is your weekly love reading for this week of August 4th to the 9th. Time is fluid, and you can resonate to any of these readings if you have strong Leo in your birth chart. Stick around towards the end, Leo. I will be getting each zodiac signs, feelings, and actions towards you for the week. So, your overall energy for love this week is resolving conflict. You know, a lot of your regular readings were giving me a little bit of a nudge towards potential conflict resolution with relationships, and now you have it as your overall energy in your love reading. So definitely could be some conflict that is needing to be resolved between you and another person. This overall energy actually shows that this week is going to push you into resolution, into finding closure or compromise in any way, shape, or form. So if there is conflict in your love life or with a specific person, whether you're with them in a relationship or just dating or whatever the case may be, it definitely looks like the energy is being very, very guided towards resolution over more conflict. So let's see what your Mystic Moon Oracle shows. And symbolism in this card is like opening the heart of understanding. Now, you can understand and move on, or you can understand and compromise, but still having a level of understanding could be something that's highlighted this week. All right, for first card out is Fifth Dimension, Lessons, and Regret. Yep. So if someone is having regrets in this situation, could be you, could be them. You know, levels of regret could be in any way, shape, or form. Sometimes we regret how much time we spent trying to assist somebody. Sometimes we regret that we didn't see a lesson exactly when we should have seen it. Some of the times people regret actions, potential mistakes. So somebody could be feeling regretful over something that they did towards you, or you may be feeling regretful over maybe time spent or maybe missing some certain lessons in a situation. Let's clarify this and get some details. Fifth Dimension shows that there is something going on in your dream state connected to this individual. Let's clarify. Some of you actually had a dream that someone has regrets and wants to make something right. Fifth Dimension to reinvention. Lessons to stuck. And regret to contemplation. All right, so there's definitely some things to think about here, Leo, in your connection or in your love life or in this connection with this person. Fifth Dimension to reinvention shows that there are signs that something needs to change. Someone needs to change. Evolution is needed, but you have lessons to stuck. So someone isn't fully seeing the lesson that is in this at this very moment. Could be you, could be them, could even be both of you. Regret to contemplation shows that I think something is eating someone alive. I don't know exactly what it is or which one of you it is, but someone definitely made some type of decision that they feel like maybe they shouldn't have. Someone's thinking about a decision they made, or maybe something they said or did. Let's see. Overall energy for love this week is a Seven of Wands. So this is the energy of choosing your battles wisely. And with resolving conflict as your overall energy, it's not really surprising that you have the Seven of Wands. So there could definitely be some struggle with another person, power struggle, difficulty with resolution, needing to remove the energy of conflict. What's coming your way, the Ten of Wands. All right, there's the putting down to that energy. Your influence is the Knight of Cups. What's unexpected is the Knight of Pentacles. Your advice is the Two of Swords. So take off the blindfold and see reality clearly. And your outcome is the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like there is this guidance here of not adding fuel to the fire and figuring out a way to restabilize in this connection or without the connection. Somehow, some way. But it does look like this week is going to help put down some type of conflict. You have the Knight of Cups in your influence, so it definitely shows that there are some type of feelings involved. Knight of Pentacles and unexpected energy could show that there is some type of restabilization you find or is found in the connection. 10 of Wands of what's coming your way with the Page of Cups. 7 of Cups, the 6 of Wands, 5 of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. So things do feel up in the air here. It's like, does this individual have the capacity to shift and reinvent themselves? Do I have the capacity to reinvent myself? Things feel uncertain, and I feel like the uncertainty could feel heavy, but it does look like what's coming your way is some sense of feeling better energy. 5 of Wands, geez. 9 of Wands, the Fool. Yeah, I do definitely feel like there is this removal of adding fuel to the fire, but there is definitely some type of fire that's there. It's like it can't necessarily fully be ignored, but somehow, some way, there's an attempt to try to put it out. Your influence is the Knight of Cups, the 6 of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands, and the 3 of Wands. So some of you may ultimately decide to turn your back on something that doesn't feel balanced. Some of you may decide to see what the path ahead can bring you. You know, everyone's going to make different decisions, but in your influence, it shows this is imbalanced. It's unaligned. I must choose the path forward, and your progression of choosing will move pretty quickly with the 2 of Wands to the 3 of Wands. Others of you may decide to choose a new path forward and seeing if this conflict can fully be dissipated from the connection and not re-brought into the situation. Knight of Pentacles in your unexpected energy with the Star, Healing, the Magician. These cards have been coming out a lot for you. 3 of Cups, 6 of Swords. So there is some type of unexpected healing here. Whether you heal and you understand more about yourself, or you heal and you understand more about the person and the connection, is going to be either or. But there is definitely a strong sense of healing. 4 of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. And it does look like, despite the conflict, there is still some type of love. There is some type of love involved. Despite whether you feel like love can be enough is another question or another thing to wonder. Which could be the result of that 7 of Cups up in the air, uncertainty. 2 of Swords in your advice is the World. 4 of Wands, the Tower, the Knight of Swords, and the 8 of Cups. So there is definitely some type of advice here of seeing something clearly and either putting an end to the conflict or putting an end to a situation that causes you to be conflicted. 8 of Cups to the King of Pentacles. There's something about restabilizing the energy. So if you're in a connection where this conflict really causes a lot of destabilization, no matter what, the energy is pushing more towards stabilization. And that could result in A, continuing, or B, stabilizing on your own. Queen of Pentacles of your outcome with the Queen of Cups, the Hermit, 6 of Cups, and High Priestess to the Wheel of Fortune. 7 of Swords again there. 5 of Swords. Ace of Swords. Your outcome is interesting. It kind of also shows me the same type of interesting dynamic of in the position of what's coming your way. Some of you may find that you could still love an individual but don't have to actually be participating in a connection that causes conflict. Some of you may find a way out of this energy, either finding your way out on your own or you two finding a way to remove the conflict and find resolution together. But there definitely does look like something is here. Something has thrown a wrench in the connection. Something has been or is causing an issue. And it looks like this week is really going to show if it could be fully resolved and move forward, or if it's better off disconnected from. So this is what I have here for you in the main spread. In terms of zodiac signs in the main spread that could be around you or in your birth chart, we do have Aries, Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Scorpio. So now we're going to look into each zodiac sign's feelings and actions towards you for the week. Leo, I didn't do your love weekly last week, I don't think. And I was a day late on this week, but now I'm understanding why some of your dailies have been looking like this, with seeing what's coming through in your love reading specifically. All right, so here we go, all signs portion. Now, keep in mind, some of you may resonate to the main spread, but you may not resonate to the all signs portion. Could be vice versa. You may resonate to the all sign portion, but not the main spread. Take what's yours, leave the rest behind, and do not force a reading to be yours. It may not be this time around, and that's okay. So here we go. We have Aries. You are the best thing in my life. And the Magician. So Aries feels like you were the best thing that ever happened to them. The Magician shows that they could be trying to attract your energy in, or hopes to manifest you back into their world, or manifest movement with you in some way, shape, or form. But it does very much look like Aries wants to create a new phase with you, or a new cycle with you. And you may be seeing that from an Aries this week. Let's see, Magician to the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, they definitely want to rechance, resurface, reset. Could be an apologetic energy that comes from them as well, or just some type of movement of restarting. Taurus, you don't know how hard it was to let you go in the Two of Pentacles. So Taurus is going back and forth on their decision to remove themselves from this connection. It does kind of go with your reading here. I feel like they could be having some type of regrets over A, not fighting for it, or B, letting it go, or maybe they left. But I feel like Taurus is going back and forth with their decision, and they may just be uncertain in their own energy during some type of disconnection. Gemini, I'm starting to understand our connection and the star. So whether you are connected to a Gemini or not, it does look like they feel like you two are supposed to heal. Ace of Swords, maybe converse or conversate about some type of healing, closure, compromise, whatever the case may be. It definitely does look like Gemini is in the position of wanting to have a conversation with you about healing and about either restoring the connection, or at least having some type of middle common ground, best outcome type of energy. Cancer, I want to tell you how I feel in the Tower. So it could be a surprising confession coming in from a Cancer. Queen of Swords, Page of Wands. Cancer may be slightly bothered by something that they want to express. Others of you, a Cancer may have been detached and withholding, and they may be deciding to speak up and let you know why they have been doing that. And it could come across surprising. Leo, I can't stop thinking about you, and the Emperor. So you are heavy on Leo's mind. They feel like they are thinking about you a lot. Some of you are in partnership with a Leo, and that's just happening. But the Devil here could show that there is a slight sense of obsession that a Leo may have towards you, and you're almost like taking over their mind this week, in a sense. May not be the healthiest overthinking of obsession, but definitely could be there. Virgo, finding out the truth crushed me, and the Ace of Wands. So new communication coming in from a Virgo. Something may have came out that hurt them, but with the Ace of Wands here, they're still passionate towards you. They still want to move this relationship forward, or connection forward in whatever way, shape, or form. And with the Ace of Wands, it definitely does show that there is a feeling of spark or respark or connection that's Virgo wants to have or still have with you. Libra, the timing just wasn't right for us, in the Six of Wands. So Libra wants your attention, but they feel like the timing was off. Four of Cups. I'd be careful of a Libra that like just wants your attention, but doesn't want to actually like give to the connection. This combination of cards does kind of give me that. They may feel like the timing was off with something, but they're still in the position of like wanting access or wanting attention from you. Next up is Scorpio. I know I messed up everything, and the Nine of Wands. So a wall up between you and a Scorpio. They did something that messed things up here between the two of you. King of Swords, detachment, uncertainty, in a sense of if you should open up the heart, and the Two of Wands. So this could be a strong combination of cards that resembles the reading of something needing to be resolved between the two of you, but it looks like there could be a slight power play between defenses being up and not really knowing what path to choose, at least for the week. Sagittarius, sometimes I stay awake thinking about you, and the Seven of Swords. So Sagittarius makes it seem like they don't care, or they don't really want anything, or maybe that they aren't as connected to you as they want to make it seem, but they actually are. I feel like a Sagittarius could be fighting their own feelings towards you, could be stuck in ways that aren't beneficial or healthy to them. But with the Eight of Wands here, there could be some type of conversation that sparks between you and a Sagittarius, but I'd be a little weary with that combination of cards. That kind of gives me like, I'm just going to say whatever I think I should say, but maybe not exactly what they feel. Capricorn. We need to let each other go in the Five of Swords. So Capricorn feels defeated by this connection. Justice, they feel like possibly it's best case scenario if you two do disconnect because of maybe constant conflict or some type of feeling. A feeling like they should give up, or a feeling like they gave enough, or maybe you feel like you gave enough and felt like it was imbalanced. But there is some type of need for some type of space, distance, or separation. Aquarius, I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson and the Hanged Man. So Aquarius is having an epiphany moment here. They are learning something from this connection, or learning from reminiscing on something with this connection with the Nine of Swords. I feel like Aquarius is coming into some type of learning process, and they could be seeing the connection differently than they did see it before. I don't know if they stressed you out or you stressed them out or something, but I feel like there could be a potential of maybe understanding the role they played or the role you played, or vice versa, or even both. But they're having some type of epiphany moment here. And lastly, we have Pisces. I knew exactly what I was doing in the moon. Okay, so Pisces with the Eight of Swords. Okay, and the Page of Swords. All right, so it definitely does look like Pisces could be going through it connected to this connection. I feel like they are coming through from a level of heightened emotion, anxiety, fear, curiosity. They knew what they were doing when I feel like they were asking you certain questions or wondering certain things about you. I feel like they could be watching you or trying to keep an eye on you, or like this combination of cards is like trying to figure you out. And I feel like they could be purposely doing that this week with the way that they're communicating or presenting themselves, if they're in connection with you right now or not. So let's make sure everyone's out here for you, Leo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, Leo, thank you for being here and for watching. I hope you have an amazing rest of your week. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. And I'll talk to all of y'all very, very soon. Bye now.